Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily tarot forecast for Friday, October the 26th. We are going to start with Aries first off the bat. So let's just shuffle and see what kind of card comes up for Aries. All right, Aries. Wow. Saying wow, because you guys feel like you're really calm and under control, much more so than yesterday. And then the card that I pulled is the Tower card. The Tower card just talks about something happening that makes you feel like your sense of security here in the tangible world has been has sort of come under attack, has been lessened. Something that was making you feel secure in the tangible world, you're suddenly and unexpectedly having that pulled out of your manifestation. For some people, this has to do with a relationship. For other people, this might have to do with a job. For other people, this may have to do with like you losing your cell phone, things that make you feel secure in this world. Something that makes you feel secure is sort of more or less just kind of disappearing. This doesn't have to be about a job loss. This can be about hours being cut back at a job. Can be can be a lot of things. Just generally, your sense of security in the tangible world is um, something that provides that sense is being pulled away from you. Now, that's really the first part of the story when the card shows up like this. The rest of the story is that generally, when this happens, it's because whatever it is that was making us feel secure is something that we're kind of stagnant with. We're not moving forward with anymore. Maybe we're not able to. Maybe we've maxed it out. And so, Sacred Spirit doesn't like us getting stagnant. So, they will boot us bloop, right out of a situation if we start to stagnatize in it. I don't know if that's a real word or not. But anyway, so what ends up happening is that you start looking for other opportunities to replace that sense of security. And what you find is the other opportunities that you come across are actually things that end up working out better for you than what you had before the Tower card showed up. Or I guess I should say before whatever is indicated by the Tower card showed up and happened. All right. So on Friday, you may be feeling like you need to catch your breath and get your feet under you, but long version of this story is that you end up better off than you were when you started. Okay, so that's for Aries. Let's move on next to Taurus for Friday, October the 26th. Hello there, Carrie. Glad to see you here and alive, honey. Okay, so Taurus, what you have coming up is the Empress card. Now, the Empress card is a card that talks about being very productive, being very fertile. Taurus, if you are looking to conceive a child, this may be a very good time on Friday. If you're not, this would be a very good time for you to use precautions. But this also can talk about being fertile and productive in other ways. This can talk about, really having a creative projects come into fruition, having work projects that you're excited about come into fruition, really finding new ways to create sources of revenue. Or if you're working on a relationship, this can be things really happening and clicking in a relationship. So those things that bring you beauty and that bring you happiness, you've really got your mojo going whenever it comes to creating those on Friday, Taurus. Thank you for the thumbs up. Whoever did that, I appreciate it. Let's look at Gemini next. Carrie, I know you like to know the decks of the cards. So, air signs are getting the Druidcraft Tarot cards today. Earth signs are getting Shadowscapes. Air signs are getting Wildwood Tarot. And water signs are getting the Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg. All right, so Gemini. Ooh, baby, baby. You guys have the Page of Arrows, and this just tells me, Geminis, that there is something that you are curious about having to do with the secrets of the universe. For my definition, secrets of the universe are those things that do have an influence on the world that we live in that we're not taught about in school typically. So things that are metaphysical, occult, arcane, spiritual, those types of things. So there's something, Geminis, that you're curious about, and that curiosity is leading you to check it out, find out if it's for real or not. If you already know that it's for real, then your curiosity is leading you to find new ways to apply that in your practical everyday life. Okay, so that's for Geminis on Friday. Gilma Bardios, glad to see you back. I did see your comment. Yes, ma'am. All right, so while I'm shuffling for Cancers, answers for Friday, October 26th, let me just announce for those of you who would like to get a pre-recorded 1-question or 2-question reading, or for those of you who would like to schedule me for a live reading, or for those of you who would like to schedule me for a Reiki session, or any of the other services that I offer on my website, all you have to do is check out my website. The address is in the description box below. It is www.amista.info. Once you've gone there, checked it out, made sure that I am the right service provider for you, then go ahead and get a hold of me. All my contact information is there, and we'll get you scheduled quickly. All right, Cancers, what do we have? What do we have? Okay, Cancers, what you have showing up here is the Queen of Clubs. I do think this is talking about an aspect of your personality that's coming up Friday. I think that you are going to be acting very creatively, maybe even thinking sort of outside the box as you do this. Whatever this creative action is that you're taking, I feel like you're taking it because you want to do something to help or encourage somebody else who is in your sphere of influence. Whether they are in your sphere of influence in the business world or personal world, I think that's going to be different for each one of you. Okay. So that's what we have coming up for Cancers. Hope that makes sense for you. Next, what we have is Leo. Leo for Friday, October the 26th. Alrighty, so Leos, what you have showing up here is the Five of Wands in reverse. Five of Wands in reverse tells me that there may be a situation in your life where you were feeling like there was a lot of competition that you had. And with this card in reverse, this just means that you are leaving the competition in the dust, baby. Nobody can hold a candle to you, whatever that situation may be. I've seen this come up for situations where people were dating, like you and a bunch of other people or one other person. And then, the other people are just all of a sudden not as important anymore because you're the queen or you're the king. But I've also seen this come up in situations of business, like if you have an application in for a promotion or a raise or even a resume in for a job. This can talk about you coming out as the leader of the pack, Leos. Yeah, and this can talk about, straight up competitions too. Things that are technically labeled as competition as well. All right, so next up, we're going to look at Virgos for Friday, October the 26th. Let's see what shows up. Virgos. Thank you to those of you who are sharing this video. I do appreciate that. The more people I get to help, the happier I am. Virgo. Alrighty, so Virgos, what we have showing up for you guys is the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles tells me that you are taking good care of your budget on Friday, Virgos. So you could be paying all your bills before you go spend any fun money. You could be doing what it takes to bring the cash flow in, making sure that you're not doing any, spontaneous spending. There's another word for that. I can't think of it. Impulse spending. There we go. So anyway, just taking care of that budget, making sure that it goes as far as it needs to go, Virgo. That's what I see for you guys on Friday. Next up is Libra. Hello there, Christina. Capricorn, yay. We're not to Capricorn yet. We've got a few, I think we've got 3 more before Capricorn. And then we'll be there. Glad you're here, my dear. Alrighty, so this is for Libra for Friday, October the 26th. Our people of fairness. Okay, Libra, what I'm hearing is this is somebody you're going to be interacting with. This is the Fox. This is somebody who is probably younger than you, can be possibly more immature than you and in an older body than you or your same age. But typically, this is somebody who's younger. And this is somebody who has a very good sense of self-esteem. Like they know their value and they know their importance. They don't deal with low self-esteem issues. They typically are not arrogant either. They're at that nice, happy, medium place. They like to have a lot of fun, and they're smart as a whip. They can crack jokes. They like to do fun things. And they're also very smart, so they can figure out things. If you need somebody to help you solve a problem, this might be a good person. So that's somebody that you're interacting with on Friday, Libras. All right, so up next is the birthday crowd. Happy birthday, Scorpios. Let's see what we get for our card today. Those of you who have been watching me a while know that during the Scorpio sun sign, you do get a 25% discount on any live reading that you order with me. Just my way of saying happy, happy birthday to you. Okay, so Scorpios. Ooh, thank you for that other thumbs up. I appreciate that, whoever did that. Thank you so much. Okay, so Scorpios. What you have showing up here is the 9 of clubs in reverse. What I'm hearing on this is there's something happening on Friday that we are not exactly prepared for. What could that have to do with? Usually I don't clarify these, but this is one that is kind of a cliffhanger. You don't want to leave people hanging on something like this. So let's just see. What is it that we're not prepared for? Looks like we get in some kind of new message or hear some kind of gossip about somebody that we consider to be a friend. And whatever that message or that gossip is takes us by surprise. All right, so that's for Scorpios. Let's look next at Sagittarius. All right, so Sagittarius for Friday, October the 26th. Sagittarius, you guys have a lot of things going on. I had one card fall, but it just didn't feel right yet. You've got a lot of others that are trying to jump out. They're trying, they're ready, they're willing. They just haven't been able. That means you've got a lot of activities going on. You've got a lot on your mind, if nothing else, but probably also a lot of activities in physical life to stay on top of on Friday, Sagittarius. Let's see what the card comes out to be. It's not the same one that flipped. Okay. All right, so Sagittarius, we do have the Ace of Pentacles showing up in reverse. Ace of Pentacles, for a lot of you, you're going to be giving somebody a second chance. I would say that's most of you. You're going to be giving somebody a second chance. For others of you, where that is not the case, you're going to be giving somebody a very tangible gift. One of those two. Okay, that's for Sagittarius. Next up, we have Capricorn. Christina Richard, here comes your sign. Northern Queen of Swords, hello, hello. Glad to see you in the room, my dear. How are you today? Capricorn, Capricorn. Queen of Swords, which sign are you? Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius? Capricorn, Capricorn. Hello there, Francine. Yes, you did. You got me this time. Okay, Capricorn, here's what you have showing up. You've got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. This is telling me that you are taking some money out of savings, or if you had stashed it away, you're removing it from that stash. You're spending it either on something that you had planned on spending it on, maybe the whole reason you stashed it away, or you're spending it on something that came up, which just makes you grateful that you have that stash. All right, up next, Aquarius. Thank you for the thumbs ups, guys. I do appreciate it. Those of you who are sharing this video, thank you as well. Alrighty. Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius, what you have shown up here is the Ancestor. The Ancestor is a card that talks about making a decision. And it really talks about not only making a decision, but this is a decision that takes you into basically a point of no return once you've made this decision, Aquarius. And so the Ancestor card actually calls you to really take stock of, if you make this decision, what is that going to require of you? What kind of price are you going to pay for making whatever this decision is on Friday? Okay. So that's what you want to think about. I'm not sure what your decision is, but I do know that Spirit is calling you to just take stock of it. Now, that doesn't mean don't do that. Doesn't mean don't decide the way that you're thinking of deciding. It's not saying that at all, but it's saying before you make this decision, before you move forward, take stock of what it's going to cost you. And generally, that's just because we need to think about these things if we're making a big decision. We don't want to just blindly fumble into a decision and then later on realize, whoa, I can't handle what I've chosen here. So you want to make sure that you've kind of thought about it and got the heads up of what it is that the cost is going to be so that you're ready to pay that cost once you do make your decision, whatever that might be. Okay, so that's for Aquarius. You are Aquarius. I was wondering. I didn't know if you were in time for Aquarius or if you were too late for Libra and Gemini. That's your Sun situation. It's kind of crazy how Spirit knows what's up, isn't it? I've been doing this full time since 2013, and I still get kind of wigged out. All right, next up is Pisces for Friday, October the 26th. La da da, la da 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 da. Pisces, Pisces. You've got a little bit of confusion going on in your life, Pisces, and I think it has to do with your love life on Friday. Hey there, Carla. Glad to see you, my dear. Okay, so Pisces, here's what we have. Three of Coins showing up in reverse. Three of Coins in reverse just tells me that you are working alone on a project. For a lot of you, I think that you were planning on collaborating with somebody else, and the somebody else was not able to meet you halfway, and so now you're left holding the bag. For a few of you, you intended to work alone, but for most of you, I feel like this is a collaboration that just didn't work out, and so now you're carrying all the responsibility forward. Okay, so that's Friday for Pisces. I know, with Venus in reverse and going into Libra. Hello there, Shakoya. Welcome, welcome. I don't know about hermit mode, but no big decisions. No big changes right now. All right, let's see. They say that our minds are going to change once Venus comes out of retrograde, too. So that's why we're not supposed to change anything at the moment. All right, so that covers everybody. Thank you so much, all of you, for stopping by, for hanging out, for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I do appreciate that. Thank you also, those of you who have ordered readings and who will be ordering readings. Thank you for those of you who have ordered Reiki and who will be ordering Reiki or any of my other services. It is because of all of your wonderful support that I am able to do this as my living. So thank you. Thank you and thank you. Everyone, have a fantastic rest of your evening, and I'll see you guys on the next video. We will be doing Reiki here in just a few more minutes. Peace out.